Hello everyone, welcome to my update US gossip channel. The Emma and Gio scheme, Willow's next lawyer, and party ends in disaster while Willow Tate finds a new attorney. Emma Scorpio Drake and Giovanni Gio Palmieri will plot. A party will also end in catastrophe, so things are about to get wild in Port Charles. Despite Brooklyn Quartermain's best intentions, the celebration she's holding at the Quartermain mansion will lead to clashing. The tea party will become a huge mess because Tracy Quartermain's presence will set up a fight with Veronica Ronnie Bard. Speaking of big messes, there'll be one in the courtroom as well after Willow and Nina Reeves' arraignment brings an unexpected development. Drew Kane will be furious, but he'll try to settle down long enough to focus on the task at hand. Willow will need a new attorney, so Drew may try to strike a deal with Alexis Davis. Alexis will indeed get an appealing offer, so Drew might agree to ditch those restraining orders and allow visits with Scout Quartermain. Whatever the case, Willow has a meeting on the way with her next lawyer, so it's good that she'll get her legal representation squared away. Over with Portia Robinson, she'll have a venting session and appreciate Isaiah Gannon's support, though she may not let anything slip about her pregnancy just yet. As for Kai Taylor, he'll deliver an apology to Curtis Ashford, but he may continue to keep secrets about his night at Drew's place with Trina Robinson. While Lucas Jones gets into an argument with Lulu Spencer, Valentine Cassadine will react to a surprise visitor at Steinmauer. If Valentine plays his cards right, there may be a path to freedom. According to GH spoilers, Valentine still wants to exact revenge on Jack Brennan. Given this developing covert partnership, Jack Brennan may need to keep an eye on Valentine. We will find out if Christina Corinthos Davis's investigation uncovers concerns regarding Michael Corinthos and his dishonest behavior. Willow may suffer even more as a result of Michael's bold move forward with his plan, regardless of the outcome. Harrison Chase will be shocked over what comes next, so Michael might offer up Daisy Gilmore stalker proof if he scores some. Carly Spencer will argue with Brennan, but she may not reveal that she is aware of Jocelyn Jack's WSB job yet. While Brennan looks for Jocelyn, Carly will get some advice later. This might be to warn Jocelyn that Carly is acting suspiciously and may already know the truth. Lulu and Nathan West will rekindle their friendship while Drew makes contact with a potential ally. We'll also see Brooklyn get some bittersweet updates, so that may involve some Gio-related news. Regardless, Gio will be busy working on a plan that involves Emma, which will bring them closer now that they've confirmed they're into each other. Drew's shock in the courtroom as Nathan questions Nina and Carly attacks Brennan. In the courtroom, Drew Kane will be thrown off guard. While Carly Spencer criticizes Jack Brennan, Nathan West will also have a question for Nina Reeves. Here are some things GH fans can anticipate. Since Nina and Willow Tate's arraignment is approaching, Nathan will inquire about Nina's willingness to accept the offered plea deal. Nathan will sincerely hope Nina decides to repent, even though she has been debating whether or not to. Drew doesn't anticipate the unexpected turn that will occur during the arraignment of Willow and Nina. As Drew sits there looking perplexed, he will ask how something like this can happen, so he will undoubtedly be shocked in the courtroom. When Brennan has a drink with Carly and learns that she threw out the flowers he sent, he will be in for a surprise of his own. That'll leave Brennan wondering why, so Carly will presumably come up with an excuse instead of admitting she intentionally smashed the vase they came in. Carly will open the door to a conversation regarding Jocelyn Jacks and try to get Brennan to confess her WSB status on his own. Carly will lash out at Brennan for keeping Jocelyn a secret because that clearly won't happen. However, it looks like Carly may hold off on telling Brennan the extent of what she knows thanks to Jason Morgan. Carly might eventually claim she's still not over the whole S. Vaughn used the situation to justify her rage. At the Quartermain mansion, Dante Falconeri will pressure Michael Corinthos to confess to the police if he's guilty of setting Willow up. There'll be more concerns about whether Michael might have pulled the trigger on Drew and framed Willow with planted evidence. Michael is going to make a big statement, but it is unlikely that he will say anything that is actually true. Instead, Michael might just say that his kids are his priority and that he will always do everything in his power to protect them. Across town, Jordan Ashford will connect some dots. Could this tie in with Portia Robinson's bun in the oven or maybe some of the dirty moves Jen Sidwell has made? Back at the Q Manse, Brooklyn Quartermain's plans for a lovely tea party will get thrown off track. Bad news is brewing, so Brooklyn may regret even coming up with this idea soon enough. When Stella Henry talks to Tracy Quartermain, who will definitely clash with Veronica Ronnie Bard at the gathering, she will have a hunch that drama is on the way. When Ronnie teases Olivia Quartermain and Brooklyn about the fun that is to come, she will make them nervous. Since Ronnie and Tracy are about to have a big fight, that will probably mean chaos. Willow Tate sat beside Drew Kane, her eyes hollow but determined. The arraignment had gone sideways, completely sideways. What was supposed to be a routine hearing had spiraled into an ambush when the prosecution introduced a surprise witness connected to Nina Reeves. The judge had ordered an immediate recess, and the gallery buzzed with confusion. "I can't believe this," Willow whispered. "I thought my lawyer had everything handled." Drew clenched his jaw. "You thought wrong. That's why you need new counsel. Someone who actually knows what they're doing." "Who?" Willow asked. "Everyone's afraid to take my case now." "Not everyone," Drew said. "Alexis Davis owes me a favor." Willow blinked. "Alexis?" "She's been disbarred." "Temporarily," Drew countered. "She's consulting again, quietly. And if I offer to lift the restraining order against her visiting scout?" Willow frowned. "You'd really do that?" Drew's expression softened. "For you? For what's right?" "Yeah, I would." As the courtroom cleared, Alexis appeared at the back, her sharp eyes scanning the chaos. Drew gestured her over. "We need to talk," he said. Alexis folded her arms. "This about Willow?" "It's about justice," Drew replied. She tilted her head, intrigued. "And what's in it for me?" Drew smiled faintly. "A clean slate with Scout, and a chance to win again." Back at General Hospital, Portia Robinson sat in the doctor's lounge, absently stirring her tea. Her hands trembled slightly, and she pressed them flat on the table, as though she could force calm into herself. Isaiah Gannon entered quietly, his easy smile masking his concern. "You've been in here for an hour," he said softly. "Want to tell me what's going on?" Portia sighed. "It's nothing I can't handle." "Portia," Isaiah said gently, "we both know that's code for I'm about to explode." She smiled weakly. "You're too observant. I'm a doctor. And a friend. And friends notice when you're, well, glowing." Her eyes snapped up. "Glowing?" "Pregnancy glowing," Isaiah said carefully. Portia froze, her teaspoon clinking against the cup. "I don't know what you're talking about." Isaiah held her gaze. "You will. When you're ready." For a long moment, she said nothing. Then, quietly, "Please, don't tell Curtis." Isaiah nodded. "Your secret's safe. For now." Across town, Kai Taylor stood outside Curtis Ashford's rehabilitation center, shifting uneasily. The guilt had been gnawing at him ever since that night when things spiraled out of control at Drew's place, when Trina Robinson's emotions had collided with his own confusion. Curtis wheeled himself to the door, his expression guarded. "You here to say something, or just to stare at me, Kai?" Kai swallowed hard. "I owe you an apology." "For everything." Curtis nodded slowly. "You hurt Trina." "I know. And I'll regret it every day." Curtis's eyes softened. "Regret's a start. But secrets, those'll rot you from the inside." "You sure you've told me everything?" Kai hesitated, remembering the missing hour that night, the one he couldn't fully explain. "Almost everything," he said quietly. Curtis's expression darkened. "Then don't come back until it's everything." At Steinmauer prison, Valentine Cassadine sat across from a man he hadn't expected to see again. Jack Brennan smirked, his eyes cold and calculating. Well, Brennan drawled. "If it isn't the Prince of Manipulation himself." Valentine's voice was smooth as silk. "Jack. I hear your empire's crumbling." Brennan leaned forward. And I hear you're the reason. Not yet, Valentine replied. But soon. Jack chuckled. You always did like a good revenge arc. Oh, it's not revenge, Valentine murmured. It's strategy. Before Brennan could respond, a guard entered with a file. Valentine flipped it open, and froze. Inside was a photo of Gio Palmieri and Emma Scorpio Drake, caught on security footage outside the Quartermain estate.